Hi, welcome back to Musicians Edition Practice with me for Flute. I'm your teacher, Reesa, and today we're still working in the Rubank Elementary Method for flute or piccolo. Today we're on page 6 looking at Old Folks at Home, Swanee River, part 2. All right, so before we begin, first I want to remind you to go ahead and get your Rubank Intermediate book in the description below. I want to make sure you have it for the time that we are ready for it. And shipping is a pain in the butt, so make sure you just get it now. Next, you might be time to question whether it's time to upgrade your flute. We're working on student flutes. There are intermediate flutes. Check out what the difference is and whether it would benefit you on whether you should upgrade or not. You can check that out here. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and check out our lesson for today. Tell me what our key signature is. We have 3 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat. Tell me, is this major or minor, and which major or minor key signature is this in? If you don't remember how to do it, you can check that out here. E flat major. Now, how did you know? Just real quick, we'd look at the main part of the melody, which is part 1. They end on E flat. And remember, when we're figuring out our majors, when it comes to flats, it's the second to last flat, E flat, ending on E flat. That means it's E flat major. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So tell me about our dynamics. Mezzo forte, kind of loud. We're that way all throughout. We don't have any accidentals, so that makes it easy. No repeats. So that also makes it easy. Our rhythms are not too bad, but measure 2 can get a little confusing, so we'll need to just pay attention to that. So let's take a look at it real quick before we sight read it. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? So just those 2 notes there are opposite from what we usually see. We usually see the dotted quarter followed by the 8th. Right now we have the 8th beginning. Right now we have the dotted quarter followed by the 8th. All right, we do have some ties and slurs, so we'll pay attention to those as well. So let's go ahead and just sight read this and play this all the way through, beginning to end. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. So we can see there's a lot of repetitiveness going on. So this lesson's not gonna take us too long. Once we have the first 4 measures, yeah, pretty well got it down. All right, so let's start with the first 4 measures. Okay, so we're gonna play pretty much in the lowerish register. So just 1, 2, 3, and 4, and those are all tied there, the 8th notes. Ta. Okay, then it's quarter, quarter, and this is where we have that tricky-ish rhythm. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's just play that. We'll slow it down, speed it up a little bit, and then we'll start looking at a few other things. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now take a look at our tempo. What does it say? Expressivo. Now that's not necessarily a tempo with time, but it is telling us to be expressive. So let's take a look at how to do that. So the first thing to do in order to be a little more expressive is to add vibrato. Now there's two ways of doing vibrato, even though I only talk about one, but you can still check it out here, is you can do it from the diaphragm, ha, or you can do it from the throat, ha, and you kind of just like close and open your throat a little bit to kind of like create the air in a wavy way, okay? So let's try adding vibrato on those half notes. So take a listen. It adds a little bit more oof, you know, it's hard to explain, but it does make it a little bit more expressive, doesn't it? So let's go ahead and try this passage with vibrato, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now, what's another way you think we could be a little more expressive? Though our dynamic says mezzo forte, we can still be mezzo forte and just add a little bit of dynamic, okay? So I have a tendency to do a little bit quieter in the first 2/8 and then go a little louder and then a little quieter, but it still fits in with the mezzo forte range, okay? So try playing around with it a little bit. Another thing I like to do, but some flautists, however you want to pronounce that, is I have a tendency to move around when I'm trying to be expressive, right? It just helps me feel the music and express it out. So if you're kind of feeling just like you're stuck and that it's hard to be expressive with just even those things, try moving around a little bit and see if that helps it feel and be more expressive. Okay, just give it a try. We're all here for fun. So give it a try, see if you like it, see if it's more expressive. Just see. Okay, so let's play this passage with vibrato and a little bit of dynamic movement and connectiveness, and try moving around with the music. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, hopefully you felt pretty good about that. If not, you can always pause the video, work on expressiveness, or just work on the expressiveness throughout the video. All right, let's move on. So looking at the next 4 measures, we have the same notes, same rhythms for those first 2 measures, and then the third measure there, which actually is measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or the first measure on the second line. We have something a little different, but nothing too complicated. It's going to just go right into a quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, quarter. That's all that is, nothing too complicated. I know you got it. And then we're just going to go into a half note tied to a quarter note, okay? So let's go ahead and give those next 4 measures a play. We're gonna play it a few times. I want you to try to be expressive each time we play. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. How'd you feel? Great. Let's do it again just so we get comfortable with it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next section there. It's just like we had it in the beginning. Same notes, same rhythms. So let's go ahead and just play that next 4 measures, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and move on to the next set. That next set is just like the second set we played. So let's go ahead and just play that phrase. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, now this next section, it's a little bit different, but nothing too complicated. Now we see the typical dotted quarter followed by the eighth. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay? Then the following measures the same rhythm, just different notes. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Followed by all quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Slurred, okay? So let's go ahead and give that section a play. Try to be expressive with this section too. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, and then the last 4 measures is just like what we had in our second passageway, so let's go ahead and finish it off. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and now play it from beginning to end, and then we'll play it as a duet. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, let's go ahead and play this as a duet now. So I'll play part 1, you play part 2. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, don't forget to get your intermediate book down below. While you're down there, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and notify so you don't miss any of our practices. Thanks for joining, and until next time.